What's your name?
Clinton Foshee.
Clinton, how did you find yourself here?
Crazy story, crazy story. I had a traumatic brain injury from a car wreck about 5 years ago. I probably have had concussions before, but never diagnosed. I've been rocked or whatever. And I started going down this path of waking up and not knowing where I was. I call it my brain glitching out, where I would forget conversations and stuff like that. And I ended up coming to Mark after I got a scan done that showed that I had a traumatic brain injury. And I was desperate. And I met him, I'll never forget, at a restaurant in Huntington Beach. And as soon as he sat down, I broke down and started crying and asked him for help. And I started microdosing, and it started helping, but we felt like I needed something different. And I was kind of in a desperate mindset, to be honest, of whatever I could get or whatever I needed to try to get some sort of normalcy back in my life, I was willing to do. And so they told me about this trip, and it's been game-changing for me.
So tell us, before the microdosing, before psychedelics, before all the other stuff that you did, what were the symptoms you're experiencing of that like really bad traumatic brain injury?
One time, I'll just kind of give you for instances. One time I was driving my daughter to school that was 15 minutes away, and she said, "Dad, I don't think this is the way to my school." And I was 45 minutes up the 5 freeway. I literally had no concept of what was going on. My brain would glitch out and I wouldn't know what was going on. I started missing meetings with work. It affected my business. I had to hire a personal assistant that basically ran the business. I was just the face and the personality. I was waking up and didn't know where I was. I mean, not just kind of confused, but like had no idea. I had to set my alarms to say, "Hey, you're at home and you're okay." I had to put sticky notes around my house just so that I could remember kind of throughout the day of what was going on. I missed meetings for my kids' school. I mean, I literally was in a pure chaos state of mind.
It reminds me of this movie Memento, where I don't remember, but he had to like have notes to remember who he was.
Yeah.
So or like a 51st Dates, have you seen that movie?
Yes, so that was exactly, and you know, when the other day when I was kind of confused, when Mark woke me up, and that's what I told him, when back in the day, I was waking up like that every day, where I was confused, I didn't know what was going on.
So how are the improvements so far? Like, what are you observing with your condition?
I feel like, and I'm a straight shooter, so I'm gonna say how it really is. I can tell the difference between my cognitive, and it's only been 3-4 days, but I can tell that it's similar to like where a battery, like if you take the post on a battery and you put it up against it, it'll kind of spark, but it won't fire off. Mm-hmm. And I feel like with ayahuasca, the psychedelics, the microdosing was helping, but I feel like ayahuasca gave it that energy boost of actually firing off and my brain being more calibrated, being able to know what's going on around me and being able to kind of cognitively remember things better.
Yeah. So knowing what you went through, and like obviously ayahuasca is not a walk in the park, would you recommend it to other people in your jiu-jitsu gym or fighters?
100%. I think one of the things is, like with anything, there's these preconceptions and there's these assumptions. When I first did the research, I was like, what the hell am I getting into? But being here, I can't speak for other places, but I can speak for LaGuardia. The staff, you, everybody that's here made it so comfortable to come in that the ayahuasca side of it, everybody keeps saying that it's hard. And for me, it's not that it's been hard because I have trust in you guys and knowing that you're gonna guide me to helping me be able to heal. And that for me is the ultimate goal. So I would, not just people in my jiu-jitsu gym, but anybody who has had a brain injury, anybody who is going through unprocessed, got PTSD besides the TPI. So they say I'm a unicorn in that sense.
Yeah.
Anybody that that has PTSD, unprocessed traumas, or a TBI, I would highly suggest they come.
Thank you, and thank you for trusting us, with your process. How do you feel being in this group of all fighters and, everyone like being vulnerable and open? How does it feel for you? Like, is it comfortable, the environment?
I think you guys, again, not to reiterate, but I think you guys made it so comfortable. And I think this group of guys, I think we've all seen so many dark days, and we've always had to be fighters in the sense of fighting and in life, that I think all of our souls were just tired. And I felt like that we all were in a common ground of there was no ego. You've got multiple world champions. You've got multiple Pan Am champions in multiple different martial arts. You haven't heard one time anybody talk about them being a world champion. You haven't heard anybody talk about how great they are. It's all been people that say, hey, I have problems and I need help. And that for me has made this group so loving and caring, and made it even more easier to go along with the tough things that you have to face.
Thank you, Clinton. Thank you for sharing, and hope I'll see you again. I know you're loving Medellin, so I guess we'll see you more often.
You would definitely see me more often. Next time we're getting you on the jiu-jitsu mat.
Yeah, let's do that. I wrestled today in the grass. It was fun. Now my back hurts. So, I need some proper training.
Take
Cheers,
it easy.
Clinton.
Thank you, brother.